Good morning, you absolute legend. Nice.
Good morning, gang, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another couple of emergencies. One guy, his pumps failed, but for some reason they've wired the two pumps together. It's tripping the power out, so he's got no filtration, he's got no air. And the other guy, he's lost two fish, so we need to go and find out what's going on there. I've managed to push back the jobs that I had booked in today. So what we got this week, we've got a pond to reline and rebuild like a water feature. Well, that's all on one job. And in another job, we have got a couple have had a brand new pond built, and yeah, we'll get into that later. So we got about an hour's drive, guys, to the first call, and then I think it's about an hour back to the second one. So stay tuned, and I'll try and make this as uneventful as possible. Nice. Well, it is Monday, guys. I'll bring you back in a few minutes when we get there. We are almost there, guys. So I always use iMaps for when I'm driving, but obviously you was on time lapse. But did you see that copper on the top of the motorway bridge? You probably didn't, but there was like a speed check. I don't really speed much, but you never know if you're going to get caught off guard here. So iMaps, you can report it, which I think is flipping brilliant. So we're nearly there. I'll bring you back in 2 minutes. Nice. Okay, gang, we are here. We are just getting loaded out, getting the tools out, the old Stanley toolbox. So I don't know if you remember this pond, but I did feature it in one of my other videos. I'm knackered already, so at least it's a nice sunny day today, guys. So yeah, but the since I've cleaned it up, one of the pumps has broke, I think, and it's stripping the electrics. But how this has been wired up, I don't know. So I'll just give you a quick show around the pond, because when you saw it in my last video, it was absolutely gin clear, immaculate. So what we're going to do is find out, we're going to take the pumps out, we're going to find out where all the wiring goes, and then I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Nice. Okay, you absolute legends. So we've pulled the pumps out, we've stripped them down, and well, I'll flip you around and I'll show you. So we've pulled the pumps out now. This pump inside here has got absolutely no resistance. When you turn that, it should look, do you know what I mean? It should have some resistance, and there's just none. Like, literally, you can just spin it. And then the other one actually has got the resistance that we need. If I can show you, at least there's no flipping ants nests around here. I don't know if you watched the last video or whatever. That one has got resistance. So the issue that we've got now is the one pump wire is going into the ground there, and the other pump wire is going in between there, and somehow, somewhere, these have been joined together because there's only one power switch to operate them, which is over here, which is number 1 to operate the power. So as soon as the customer hits that, it cuts off, trips the power out completely, and that's resulted in the pond ending up like this in no time at all. So, which is a real big shame because it was looking absolutely fabulous. So once we've got to the bottom of this, once we find out where these 2 pumps are joined together somewhere in here, I think, then we'll be able to disconnect them, connect them at one at a time. We can find out which one is actually tripping the power, and then we can replace it, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then I think put some treatment in for the water before we leave and get everything back working. Luckily he's got an air pump, so that is running the air stones that we fitted last time, the 2 nice big air stones. So I'll bring you back in a couple of minutes. Nice. Right, you absolute legends. Honestly, I thought I was going to have to dig the guy's flipping garden up to find this, but we have managed to find Z junction box. So this is where the 2 pumps have been wired. Don't worry, the power's off. This is where, shocking, this is where the 2 pumps have been wired into the same power supply. So we've turned off the power. We're going to disconnect both of them. Well, we're going to disconnect one of them and then turn it on and see if it trips the power. And if it does, we'll disconnect that one, try the other one and switch that on, and then see if that works the other pump. But I've got a feeling that it's that pump there that's causing the issue. So I'll bring you back again in 2 minutes. Nice. So you red hot chili peppers, we have disconnected this pump and we've connected up this pump, which is working. As you can see, there's water coming down the waterfall. So yesterday the guy actually switched it on and both of them were running for a few hours. So my mission is now is to find out which pump is actually broken. So I'm going to disconnect this pump, wire in the other pump, and hopefully that just trips the power straight away. And then at least we're on it. Houston, we have a problem. A big problem. So I've disconnected the other pump, which was working, and I've connected in the other pump, which wasn't working, and that's working as well. It's not actually tripping the power, but the guy did say that he managed to get it on yesterday, like at 12 o'clock, and it run until 5 o'clock before it tripped the power, and then when it did trip the power, it would not come back on again. So currently that pump works and that pump works, but at some point one of them's got a fault and it is tripping the power. So the unfortunate thing is both of these pumps have been wired in to the same power supply, which I can't change because I'd have to dig up all of this. So the only thing I'm thinking of, I mean, this guy was on holiday and someone was looking after the house and he said that the power was tripping. He absolutely loves his fish, loves his pond, loves his fish, loves his pond, and he's literally left his holiday and come home. So emergency Perky is here to try and fix it, but I just don't know what we're gonna, do you know what I think we're gonna have to do, guys? I think we're gonna have to replace both pumps. I think it's the only thing we can do. But the bummer part of that is I've only bought one pump with me, thinking that surely it can only be one that's knackered. But like you can see, that's been running now for like 10 minutes, that has. So I bought a Pontec 14,000, but I think I'm gonna have to go back and get another one, because how do you know what to do? So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna have to flip in. I think I'm gonna have to change both the pumps, you know. So I'll get it in my head which is like really difficult because I'm a flipping nuts job. And then I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Nice. Someone's mowing. Typical. Right, you legends, what I have done, I've disconnected both the pumps. I have wired in the new 14,000 pump into the box, and now I'm heading back to Perfect Ponds to pick up another one. So guys, if you're listening, I hope you've got one in stock. Nice. And piff paff poof, just like that, guys, we are back at Perfect Ponds. Let's flipping do this. Let's get this. Oh god, I nearly slammed the gate on him, ladies. What a dickhead. Yes, so we're back. I'm going to grab this pump and then we should be back on our way. Right, you legends, we have got our pump and we are back on our way to the other side of flipping Coventry. Nice. And piff paff poof, just like that, guys, we are back. That is like a flipping time machine, that thing, isn't it? The amount of miles I've done in that is unbelievable. Like 230,000 miles I've done in it. Well, it had 70 when I bought it, that was like 8 years ago. But it's doing pretty flipping well, isn't it? For an old 2008 Chrysler. Right, let's get into this. Okay, you absolute legends, that is a job well done. We've fitted two new pumps, all wired in to the switch box, all wired into the junction box. Look at that, you'd never even know I've been here, have you? Right, let's go and treat some fish. Next stop, I don't know where it is, but I'll let you know when I get there. I'll bring you back in 2 minutes. Nice. Okay guys, we are here at the location. That took about an hour and 20 minutes. What a flipping joke. I think we're in Edgbaston now. So I think the tennis is on or something. So we're, this job is the guy's losing fish and just the water quality of his pond's a bit crap. So I'll give you a quick whiz round. So this is the pond. It's not a bad looking pond, but as you can see there is a dead fish there. There is some nice fish in here actually, to be fair. But it's all got gravel in the bottom. He's been running the hose pipe, so we're going to do some scrapes. We're going to change the UV bulbs. We're going to try and locate the water pump that should be in there somewhere and give that a clean, because there's literally hardly any water going through the filter whatsoever. So we need to find that pump, get it out, give it a clean. But first off, I'm going to give the water a bit of a testing. So let's jump into this one. Can you see a water pump in there? I can see some lights, but I can't see a water pump. I'm sure there'll be one in there somewhere. Anyway, right, let's do first things first, guys. I think we should test the water first, just to see what that's like. So guys, for this experiment we are going to be using the API freshwater test kit. And all you got to do is fill these vials up to the line. Like that. And we're just going to test for pH, ammonia and nitrite, because they're the main three things that could be going pear-shaped. I'll show you the filter in a minute because there's hardly any water going through that either. Can you see that? On the camera looking. Yes. Right. So the ammonia one, guys, you've got 2 bottles and it's 8 drops of each. There you go. Have some of that. Have some of that. Now, if there's no ammonia, that should stay yellow. Then the nitrite one is 5 drops, and that should stay blue. I'll be surprised if the water quality is any good, if I'm honest, because wait till I show you the filtration on that pond. Oh, look, would you flip? Oh, for flips. Look. Dude, guys, really? Do you know what? Every day is a flipping challenge, isn't it? Every day is a flipping challenge. You couldn't make that up, could you? What an absolute flipping knobhead. There's me trying to be all professional. Not. Start again. Should we start again? So guys, you know when I'm filming this for you, there's no second takes or anything like that. If I balls it up, if I get balls deep, I just leave it balls deep and just carry on. So there's no take 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no take 2s. There's no rehearsing. There's no rehearsals. It's all off the cuff. No dilly-dally. So I reckon anyway that this guy's got a parasite issue in his pond. That's the pH one, guys. That's the pH one. So these come with a card, but when you've done that many of these tests, it's pretty flicking simple to work out. That needs to stay yellow. That needs to stay that light blue colour. That's your nitrite, and this one's your pH. I've got to do a high range pH test kit. Now they come with a card that I think I've given to a customer. But look at that for the filtration. That is it. And there's very little flow going through that, let me tell you. So I think we need to find the water pump and see if we can give that a clean before we can do anything. And then we'll come back to these. We'll just leave them there for a couple of minutes. But in all fairness, at the minute that looks pretty good. There's no ammonia, no nitrite. Well, it's an old pond, it's established in it, so it's not a brand new pond or anything. So I'll bring you back in 2 minutes. Nice. Right guys, I've set the camera up there. I'm going to try and catch a fish from over that side, and using a slide, just take some mucus off it. But I'm not going to catch the dead one. Made that look easy, didn't I? No. Oh God. Right, so we have got our slide with some mucus on it, and now we're going to put it under the microscope, as long as I don't fumble anymore. The water's fine, there is a very slight amount of ammonia. pH is 6.5 and the nitrite is 0. So we're going to get a little cover slide. This is probably crap, guys. I might not even put this in the video. I'm supposed to be making you flipping laugh, and I'm not flipping. So cover slip, dry off the bottom. Covered in crap. Stick it on your microscope. Put some lenses in. Often flipping helps. Right, I'm going to scan this, guys, and then I'll bring you back in a couple of minutes. So guys, I'm just using my phone for this, but as you can see, that there, if it'll flip in focus, is a gill fluke. So that is what's killing the guy's fish. Even though his filter's inadequate, that is what's killing his fish. But I'm going to carry on through and see what else we can find. There's flipping loads of them. Have you see, they've got like two lines, 2 dots and a line, as if they're like a smiley face emoji, and they're just frigging terrible things. They literally wipe out your whole fish pond. Get a grip, Perky. They can wipe out your whole fish pond. And there's flipping stacks of them, look. Okay, you absolute legends, that is pretty much it for today's video. I got a bit frustrated on that last job, I'm not gonna lie, because some of them fish in there were probably worth about 2 grand, and the guy had a filter worth about 50p from the 80s or something, and it just isn't going to take care of your fish, is it? And he just does mind nothing. So hopefully I'll be able to have a chat with the guy, get that flipping pond cleaned out, treat them fish. I think it'd be better if to take the fish out, put them in a vat in the shade somewhere with some nice fresh water, put the treatment in there, leave them in there for like 5 days, 6 days with that treatment, clean the pond out, get a new filter fitted, get the pond sterilised, get a new filter in there with an auto clean, because he obviously can't have time to clean it. So yeah, but well, that might be a future job, I just don't know. Yeah, so what have we learnt from today? Absolutely nothing, apart from if the pond's got 2 pumps and it's tripping the power, take 2 pumps, because otherwise you got to drive all the way back. There's no boo-boos today, was there, guys? I didn't really get electrocuted or fall over or anything. We went quite blooming smoothly, to be honest. So, I did knock them bowls over, didn't I? So, but yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I don't know how many subscribers I've got. I had a look this morning, it was like 478, so it's like nearly 200 subscribers in 2 weeks. So I am going to give a quick shout out to a few, and there is quite a few lovely ladies subscribing as well, which I think is amazing. So it was 12%, it went up to 20%, so I'll let you know where we're at. So we've got Sarah Bennett, Jenny Hall, Curtis Daniels, Paul Booker, David Williams, Stephen Akoff, Carl Alidis, Hulk Eddy, Mark B, Bill Lane, Craig Little, Simskin, Koi Karma, Andy Usher, DTC, Harvey Dodd, Carol, I couldn't pronounce your last name, I'm sorry darling, but thank you for watching and subscribing, you're an absolute superstar. And Michael Barrow, guys, you're all legends, I love each and every one of you. It's just me driving around day to day doing what I do, trying to have a laugh. It wasn't really funny, that one today, was it? So I'll try and do better in the week, okay, promise. Love you guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your koi, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you in the next video. Nice.